High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angela's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Pucksport Hannaford, Mainly Audio, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Down East Toyota, Husson University, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. Let's get you out to the game.
Welcome into a Pottle Field on a rainy October night. Hermon Hawks taking on MDI Trojans and some Class B North girls soccer action. Tyler Cruz here with Ernie Clark. Ernie, it finally feels like an October night here in Maine.
Well, it does, except now it's raining. What's going on here? I mean, it's not snow, but it's temperature in the low 40s. And last night we were here for the boys' game, and it was cool and crisp. And it was autumn. There was no question that it was autumn, and it was different from even last week, where temperatures were in the 60s at this time of night. But it's that time of year, and it's only going to get colder and
rainier,
bleaker and darker. So we'll just have to put up with it. And of course, there is a lot of pride in being one of the last teams that are practicing in the dark, because that means you're still playing when it comes time to compete for championships. And the Hermon Hawks sitting here at 12-0, and with their tradition, defending Northern Maine champions, and they're looking to play, have some dark practices here right along until November.
Yeah, the more Under Armour layers you bring out, the better your season's
that's
going, and they're certainly going to be wrapping up. We're in the pregame show here presented by Darlings Auto Mall, and like I said, Tyler Cruz here with Ernie Clark, and we will take a look right now at the standings presented by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Hermon Hawks, Ernie, like you mentioned, 12-0, right at the top under Madomic Valley, Mount Desert Island, 2-9 there, trying to make a final push to try to get into the playoffs, but Hermon, with the tradition, this has to be almost expected that they're playing well into October this year.
Of course, 1-2, that was the matchup in the regional championship game last year, and Hermon knocked them off. It's going to be tough for Hermon to move up to number one, because MDI is 15th, not worth a ton of heel points, just the 2 wins, and then the last game of the season is over at Old Town early next week. That would be worth a few points as well, but it may be difficult for them to get to 1, but I'm certainly they would like to finish the regular season with an unblemished mark.
Well, at 2 still, you are home through the regional championship game, which is all you can ask for.
The only difference is you got to wear the road uniform when you play in the regional final, because that's on a neutral field.
This broadcast by Ticket TV, presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth, because nothing runs like a Deere. And also McDonald's extra value meals are officially back. McDonald's is making bold moves to put value back on the menu so you can save when you make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave the Quarter Pounder with cheese, or can't get enough McNuggets, is a value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street in Brewer. Find offers you won't want to miss. Ernie, let's preview the matchup here just a little bit, just like we did Hermon. They have a goal scorer, Natalie Tardy, 3 goals away from 100 on her senior night here, last home game of the season.
Yeah, her teammate Madison Stewart accomplished that last week and is up to 105 goals, and right now Tardy at 97. So to have 2 players on the same team to get over 100 as classmates is pretty impressive stuff. I'm just looking here. Right now, Madison Stewart is now tied for second in career goal scoring here at Hermon. Sydney Gallup with 112, graduated around 2020, give or take a year. And then Alex Elaine also has 105, as does Madison Stewart, and then Lindsay Reed with 102. So they've got 4 players in the last, certainly within the last 10 years, that have scored 100 goals out of this program, which let you know that they're a pretty good club, and it's reflected in the record. And one more number just to throw at you. Last 14 years at Hermon High School, they have 179 wins, 16 losses, and 6 ties over the course of 14 years. So
I don't think you'd ask for a better record than that.
Nah, it's like averaging like 1.5 losses per season. That means you're going to championship games. Still looking to get the gold ball, though. They've won a bunch of regional championships, 6 in the last 11 years heading into this season, but yet to win that first gold ball.
We'll see what's in store for them tonight as they host the Trojans. We'll be back right after this quick break to preview the rosters and all the other stuff before getting right into the matchup.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia.
You'll do better at Darling's.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Nothing runs like a Deere.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Welcome back to Pottle Field. Senior night ceremonies going on for the Hermon Hawks on this rainy Thursday night in Hermon. This broadcast brought to you by Next Home Experience. Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. And Darlings. Darlings in Bangor has you covered for auto sales and service. Shop new Ford, Volkswagen, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models, all are used of all makes. Visit darlings.com for more info. Let's take a look at these rosters here presented by UMaine Online. The Hermon Hawks taking on the MDI Trojans here. We'll start with the visitors from MDI. Their head coach, Justin Harding. They have a stacked roster there. Not a lot of freshmen, a lot of age on this roster. A lot of returning players that'll be coming back next year as well. 2-9, like we said, in 15th. Let's go to the Hermon roster. And the Hermon roster, we mentioned it's senior night. They've got a few seniors here celebrating their last home game, including six seniors celebrating their last home game, including Madison Stewart, who we mentioned, reached 100 goals last week. Natalie Tardy, 3 goals away from 100. She'll probably be firing tonight, trying to pick up all 3 of them in front of the home crowd for the last time.
Yeah, last regular season home game. She has 97 goals for her career. And they've assisted on each other quite a bit as well. See if I can find the numbers here. Career-wise, 105 goals for Madison Stewart. The cold is affecting my fingers, Tyler. 105 goals and 22 assists for Stewart career-wise. 97 goals, 34 assists for Madison Stewart. So between the two of them right now, 202 goals in their career.
Yeah. And they're people that have 2 girls that have the ball in their foot, ball in their possession quite a lot, and they know how to make something happen with it. This broadcast brought to you by Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be. The official sports grill of Ticket TV and Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. We'll be back with Ernie's keys to the game and more about the matchup in a minute.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides, if it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins. And all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career-ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we're in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
I believe it's sweater weather.
Yep, it's sweater weather.
You know what comes next.
Snow! Zip up and come see our impressive lineup of all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles at Down East Toyota. We're clearing out the 2025 models. Lease a Tacoma SR for just $399 a month for 36 months with only $1,000 due at signing. Hurry in before the snow flies to get a deal that'll fit you like your favorite sweater. All roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
For over 80 years, Seaboard Federal Credit Union has been putting its members first. Founded in 1940, we've grown alongside our communities with branches in Bucksport, Ellsworth, and Hermon. We're not a big bank, and we're proud of that. We're member-owned, community-driven, and here to help you build a better financial future. Whether it's saving for a goal, buying your first home, or simply managing everyday life. Seaboard Federal Credit Union, the smart place for your money.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Mid-Coast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let denturist Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Mid-Coast Denture Design, the go-to in Bangor and Ellsworth for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com.
Welcome back into Ticket TV. Ernie Clark alongside myself, Tyler Cruz. We are here at Pottle Field for a Class B North girls soccer matchup. The MDI Trojans making their ride up 1A to take on the Hermon Hawks here on a wet, cold October night. Ernie, how's it going?
Oh, it's wonderful. Couldn't be happier. My voice I sound like Barry White, the old soul singer from the 70s. The cold is gone from my nose last night at the boys' game to the throat here this evening, but it's not too terrible out. It's in the 40s. It could be worse. I'm not wearing gloves. I'm not wearing a stocking cap. I'm only having to deal with rain and not incredible cold. But the players aren't all that used to it, to be honest with you, because it's probably 10 degrees colder than any game they played so far this season.
Yes, that is
Especially
true.
But this is at 6 or 7 o'clock.
If they want to go, like we mentioned earlier, if they want to go deep, this is some weather they want to get used to. This broadcast presented by Dean's Auto Detailing. Dean's, for over 5 decades, has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com, as well as the Furniture Gallery. Exciting news for Midcoast Maine this fall. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned and operated local business, is opening its 4th location at the Topsom Fair Mall in October. With a long-standing presence in Bangor, Augusta, and Windham, their team is ready to provide Topsom the same exceptional service, quality furnishings, and value they can trust. Shop local, save money, and sleep better. All right, Ernie, it's time for your keys to this game. We'll start with the road team. If the MDI Trojans want to come in here and hand Hermon their first loss of the season, what are they going to have to take care of?
Well, I suspect that for one thing, they need to get an early goal. They've always scored 12 goals all season in their 11 games. And as a matter of fact, they've lost their last 6 contests. And during those games, they've been outscored 13-4. So you take a Hermon team. We talked about the firepower that Hermon has with 2 players that combine and have over 200 career goals. And they're struggling to score, period. Got to try to sneak an early one in. I mean, you got to defend to try to keep Hermon off the board. It's kind of a quandary. But you can't win unless you score. And that's going to be the challenge. You know, you talk about MDI having a fairly veteran team, but it doesn't always mean that much because 2 of Hermon's top subs are both freshmen. Allison Stewart, the sister of Madison Stewart, and Tessa Ewart. Tessa Ewart or Ella Ewart, E-W-E-R. Tessa is a senior, and Elsa's a freshman. And they both are speed merchants coming off the bench, and that's where Hermon has such an advantage over most of the teams, at least in the north, is in speed. So Hermon has to apply the speed, just continue to play the way they've been playing all year. I mean, there's really no changes required for them. They've outscored their opponents something on the order of 77-6 in their 12 wins, and we said that they've got all the firepower. If they do what they've been doing all year long, they should be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, you rolled right into Hermon. What makes them so good at what they do?
Well, they have talent. They have a great program coming up through, because this is something now that has been for more than a decade. So this is not one class. This is 5 or 6 or 7 classes or 10 classes even. But they have a great feeder program, and they have tremendous speed. They've got a couple of sprinters on the outside. Ella Johnson, for one, who as a freshman last year did greatly in the state track meets. And you get them on this turf, and you can lead them with a ball, and they'll go chase it down. And Stewart and Tardy also very fast. It's just tough to keep up with all 10 field players, and nobody in Northern Maine really has been able to do much to match that for quite a while now.
And if you think about it, 4 years ago, Hermon had a team full of seniors that was vying for a state championship bid, and Madison Stewart and Natalie Tardy were two quick freshmen coming off the bench that were playing really key minutes.
Yep, and last year was the rebuilding year. I mean, they had graduated 2 years ago. They graduated another senior class that had been terrific, and yet they went 15-3, made it to the state game. So, not rebuilding, reloading is the cliche, I guess, but that's what they do because they have such a deep program. And the other thing I'll give MJ Ball, the Hermon coach, credit for is he integrates younger players into the playing time. Now, sometimes they're able to get more playing time at the varsity level early because they dominate some teams. But even against good clubs, like I said, the top two subs are freshmen. And he's also got 2 or 3 sophomores in the midfield, Peyton Goretta in particular, that are very, very good. And they've got a year and a half of experience under their belt. So you look at it and say, just a sophomore. Well, no, it doesn't matter. They're that good and they're that experienced now because once you've made a run to the state championship game and been heavily involved in it, you start to know that you like it and want more of it, and that provides the motivation for what we've been seeing here this year with this group of kids.
Yeah, and Goretta, familiar name from last year as a freshman too. That's probably how you get so many 100 goal scorers in this program. You start playing them when they're very young and they start scoring goals for 4 years. We will be back soon with the game, actually, with the start of the first half. This broadcast presented to you by Northeast Driving School, the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. We'll be right back with some game.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $5,250.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union, we keep you mobile.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Looking for your next trailer or shipping container? Come to Main Trailer, your one-stop shop for all your trailer and container needs. We've got a huge selection of trailers for work or play, plus durable shipping containers. We can even customize them to fit your needs. At Main Trailer, we don't just sell, we service what we sell. That means expert repairs, inspections, parts, and registrations all under one roof. So whether you're hauling, storing, or customizing, make your next stop Main Trailer. Main Trailer, the place to buy your next trailer or shipping container. See us today in Hamden or Auburn.
Hi, I'm Steve Prey. My father built Prey's Auto Sales on trust, integrity, and dependability. Today, we work hard to carry on those same qualities. Prey's Auto Sales has now grown to 2 locations, which gives you a bigger and better selection to choose from. We have a wonderful service department. They really thoroughly examine every vehicle before we sell it and also maintain your vehicle after the sale. Our financing department works with banks, local credit unions, and alternative financing to help you get in the vehicle of your choice. At Prey's Auto Sales, you don't have to wait for a sale. We offer every day guaranteed lowest price. We really are an extended family of grandparents, parents, kids. Come on out and see us and you'll see why we've been in business for 40 years. Plus, we do free appraisals. Prey's Auto Sales, out of Broadway, Bangor.
Welcome back into Pottle Field. We are just about ready to kick off this Class B North matchup between the Hermon Hawks and the visiting MDI Trojans. Tyler Cruz here with Ernie Clark. This broadcast presented to you by Eastern Maine Community College. At Eastern Maine Community College, every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. And Praise Auto Sales. Looking for your next ride? Praise Auto Sales on Outer Broadway has you covered. Guaranteed lowest prices every day. No waiting for a sale. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit praiseautosales.com today. All right, the PA announcer getting the rosters out there and the road team going first. Looks like we're getting the reserves out there first as well.
So you go to the roster and you pick out the numbers he doesn't say.
You circle.
And you circle them.
Number 14, Mandy Mars. Number 19, Will Dow. Number 20, Isla Preston Track.
This game will get underway here right around 6:15 after the announcement of the rosters and the national anthem, and we will have some soccer here at Pottle Field. Again, a rainy night. Going to be interesting to see how the conditions come into play. Ernie, you mentioned it hasn't really felt like this yet in Maine this fall.
I haven't had to practice. There's only been a couple of nights. We did have a game on Ticket TV a couple of Monday nights ago between MDI, as a matter of fact, and John Babs on the boys' side, and it was over at Mahaney Diamond. It was like about the last soccer game that was played on Mahaney Diamond up at the University of Maine before they went to the New Balance soccer facility. And the game was stopped less than a minute into the second half because it was puddling on the infield, the dirt brown infield part of Mahaney Diamond, and also in the outfield. And one guy tried to dribble through it after it just came out of halftime, and the ball stopped. And it was probably in about 3 inches of water where it was, maybe a little less, but enough to stop it. And at that point, the officials called the game. And at that point, John Babs was leading 2-1, but nobody actually knew, at least who was there, knew exactly what that meant in terms of the result. Was it a complete game? Was it suspended? Was it, do you start over? And we found out the next day that if you get past halftime, it's a completed game in that situation. And so John Babs got the 1-goal victory.
A 41-minute game.
Yeah, indeed. We were ready, I know, as broadcasters to go home at that point. It was pouring. I mean, it's nothing like this is sprinkling compared to that. But the point is it's been so rare that we've had any sort of precipitation basically since July, and so nobody's used to playing in these kind of conditions. And you always wonder with the artificial turf whether there's any slipping and sliding, just like you would have slipping and sliding in any sort of mud that you would get on a natural turf field at this point of the year. So it'll be interesting to see if it does affect anybody.
Yeah, puddles of the turf sounds like stories of the old Boston Garden with dead spots on the floor.
Yes,
just
indeed.
knowing exactly where the creaks and whistles are. And Hermon going through their lineups right now, the 12-0 Hermon Hawks. As you mentioned, they get a lot of youth in there, whether that's by design or just because they're winning so many games. But it looks like only those 2 freshmen on the varsity roster, but they get a lot of time out there.
Yeah, they do. Matter of fact, they're pretty productive. LCU are 3 goals, 3 assists off the bench. And Allison Stewart, 3 goals and 5 assists off the bench. So that's pretty productive for first-year players. That means they're getting in on the action and making something happen. So that just, you don't really play unless it's a kind of a one-sided game. You typically don't play more than 3 or 4 subs anyway. So you're getting that kind of production out of your top 2. You're in real good shape. And to your answers, I think the answer is both, because they outscore teams by so much, but also because that's how those guys get ready to step up to compete at the full championship level as sophomore, juniors, and seniors.
And as we get ready for the national anthem here, we'll send it to one quick break, and then we will be back with kickoff here at Pottle Field. Keep it right here on Ticket TV.
Stop in for a burger, burrito, or delicious item off the lunch menu. Cool down or warm up with drink options such as fresh squeezed lemonade, milkshake, hot or iced coffee. We also have Butterfield's homemade ice cream or over 20 flavors of shaved ice, with a variety of bakery items with gluten-free options available and our dog treats for your fur baby. Come visit us at Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack Bakery and Barkery at 45 Condescade Road in Levant.
Well, there's a lot of work, and everybody's got really busy lives, and for us,
We love animals, and we like this idea of homesteading. I'm a high school English teacher, and I'm attending online courses at University of Maine. I was ready for that next step. I was ready to take on something new, and thinking about what that commute would look like kind of held me back. Having a university that's so flexible, that online learning ability has been wonderful, and I absolutely feel like I'm part of this UMaine community.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Mid-Coast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let denturist Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Mid-Coast Denture Design, the go-to in Bangor and Ellsworth for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Your first car, your first edition, and your first edition. We're here to help with all of life's firsts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. brewerfcu.org.
The officials are taking midfield, and the teams will follow them shortly here at Pottle Field. Tyler Cruz here with Ernie Clark on Ticket TV for the Hermon Hawks hosting the MDI Trojans and some Class B North girls soccer. These two teams on both ends of the spectrum here on the Class B North rankings. Hermon 12-0, kind of as a lot of people expect when Hermon starts a new soccer season.
Yes, indeed. When we talked about Hermon and their situation, all in likelihood set for a 1-2 finish in the division, 1 or 2. 18 teams in Class B North, 12 qualify for postseason play. MDI 15th right now, just the 2 wins. I think the only way they've got a shot is to win tonight.
Yeah, and that'll be a lot of heel points for them for sure, jump them in the rankings. And they're going to be giving it their all. They're a team that really is playing with nothing to lose here. As you mentioned, getting an early goal would really benefit the Trojans. Coming all the way here, about an hour and a half from MDI, it would feel really good if they can start this one hot.
Yeah. First meeting of the season back in mid-September, Hermon 3-0 down on the island. So pretty decent defensive effort when you limit the Hawks to 3, given that they're averaging, 77 divided by 6 is, divided by 12, is almost 7 that they're averaging scoring in a game this season. So to hold them to 3 is pretty good. But still, the other part of it, and maybe the more difficult part, is finding out a way to score a goal. They haven't scored a goal in the last, they've only scored 4 in the last 6 matches. They've been shut out quite a few times. And Hermon, not just an offensive juggernaut, but I thought they started it, but I guess they didn't.
Looks like they needed they were bringing a senior out there to kick the ball out of bounds and then bring her back. That looks like it's number 19, Bryn Susi, who got a touch this season before her season at Pottle Field and career at Pottle Field ended. So it's a very nice nice gesture there by MJ Ball, nice gesture by the Trojans, and now MDI looks like will take over. Yes, MDI going to take over right at about the 30 where Hermon kicked it out. There's Garrett who comes up with it after the Trojan throw in. Hermon playing it back with their defense. They've got about 5 players behind the 30, and they are looking to break it upfield. Nice move there by Tessa Ewer, and she finds Garrett right in front of the 30. And that's a good ball there.
Yeah, and this is what they'll do. This is what they've done all season. There's Tardy over the top and gets it blocked away by the MDI goalie.
Yeah, that is a terrific save right there by the MDI goalie. We don't know if that's Gwen Stager or Morgan Culshaw, but that is a terrific save.
I think
one-on-one with one of the best goal scorers in the state.
Pretty sure it's Stager, because I saw her written up in other games this year. That was a heck of a play there against Hardy, because Hermon trying to get Hardy those 3 goals, Tardy those 3 goals, and had a great set. And you'll see Hermon doing that a lot. Long passes, sending their speedsters ahead.
And they're so well connected together that Tardy knows exactly when to break when Garrett sends that ball, so she's not offside and has a great shot at the net.
Yeah, their midfielders are very good at pushing the ball ahead. Not just you mentioned Garrett, Tessa Ewer with 6 assists on the season coming out of the midfield. Maya Lancaster with 7 assists coming out of the midfield. Ella Johnson with 4 assists. So you're looking at about 20 assists between your midfielders.
Not only are they very accurate, but when they're possessing the ball, they're very good with their footwork, too. They rarely turn it over, as MDI almost forcing a turnover there. Nice work by Lila Ryan to stay with it for Hermon.
Yeah, she had to take it away twice, but got it back both times.
And Hermon trying to get another chance.
Another thing you can do with these football fields a little bit, you can use the lines to kind of help you set up your angles with your teammates if you're talking about long downfield passes.
And there's another break for Tardy again, one-on-one with the goalie. And she goes right at her, and that is a terrific save again. 2 chances for Natalie Tardy one-on-one, 2 saves for Gwen Stager, who is giving this Trojan team some life here early on.
Yeah, that one a little bit easier as Tardy shot it right on her, anticipating the defense coming from behind. Here she comes again.
Yeah, I think she knows she's at 97, too. And another save there by Stager. Another one kind of right at her.
But when it hits the ground before it gets to you on a night like tonight, where the turf might be a little wet and slippery, you never know how those are gonna go, and whether the goalie is going to be able to make the catch on the first try, or it's going to slip out of her hands a little bit. But Stager has shown herself to be sure-handed here in the first couple of minutes of play, and 3 saves already.
And we have seen some aggression too from MDI's forwards when Hermon has had it back in their defensive zone.
Well, they've got to come back and play defense because they know they can't give up too many goals. But you just got to do what they can to get the ball into the front line and then maintain some sort of possession up there, unless they're going to get a break like Hermon has had a couple with Tardy already.
Nice play by.
Yeah, you see Hermon with 3 people back to defend against that.
Yeah, Claire Dow had the turnover, nice pass trying to give MDI a chance, but as you mentioned, Hermon with now 4 people in the goalie box for that back line of defense.
Yeah, they've been proud of their defensive effort this year as well. Probably a little bit unsung given the
well, you see 7 goals a game,
yeah, exactly. But you still got to concentrate. See, they're sending Tardy down, and they're really not sending her partner Stewart down, 17. She got her chance last week, I think, when she got her 100th here.
Yeah, and you want to get her the 100th at home, but you also don't want to stray too far from the game plan.
No.
And what's got you to this point?
But this is part of the game plan. We've seen them play here on Ticket TV 4 or 5 times this year, 3 or 4 times, and that's what they do. They send those players. That's how they get a lot of their goals. They get sent ahead and use their speed to just outrace the defense.
Yeah, speed and the timing, too. When you're that fast, it's easy to jump off sides, but they rarely make those mental errors.
Yeah. And again, they can kind of use the lines to help them avoid the offsides as well.
Yeah, fairly new turf here at Pottle Field.
Yes, fairly new.
That's a great corner inserted by Tardy. Hermon able to keep it in the box. Good defense by MDI to avoid giving the Hawks a chance, and here come the Trojans.
Yeah, it was headed initially by MDI. They couldn't clear it, but were alert defensively so that Hermon couldn't get a shot off against them.
Toe in the line there is Cedar Noble Brown, but this will go back the Hermon way. Garrett with it, looking to turn, and gets it right in the middle there. That is her midfield partner, Tessa Ewer. Here's Tardy again, and good defense by MDI there to get in front.
Yeah, I see the quick passes as they are able to spread the defense out and create passing lanes. A couple nice passes there, one involving Madison Stewart, number 17, who you'll see up front a lot. But right now, the focus of the attention is Natalie Tardy up front.
And just on cue with the broadcaster's jinx and offsides called there on Hermon. MDI with it back, and they are over the 50. Hermon with it back. Oh, it's a great pass to Tardy, and she'll have another chance here. And another great save. The ball's still loose, and great defense by MDI to get that out of the box. There's Ewers with a rebound and a shot, but that one swallowed up by Gwen Stager, who has had her name called quite a bit tonight, and she has made every last one of those chances count.
Yeah, 5 saves. This is what happens. And who knows whether it's the moisture or what exactly, but she couldn't catch it the first time. It caught her right in the chest, but she blocked it out in front of her, and her defenders, her teammates, got back quickly to knock it away. There was another chance here by Tessa Hewitt, but Stager right there to see the ball into her hands.
And this isn't football. They don't have a bag of balls there on the sideline with a bunch of towels to keep them all dry. There's a collision there down the sideline, but it is clean. No whistle on the play. Yeah, it's not like the turf is dry and that ball's rolling around on it, so it's probably not easy to handle.
Yeah, you're not going to handle it perfectly every time anyways, but you keep it in front of you, and then the defense gets back. The other first ones to get back there, so if they make a play, then you're probably in pretty good shape there, as that's going to be a foul on Tardy, I think, for a push-off, trying to get to that contested ball over on the right wing.
Yeah, just a little bit of contact with the arms there, making the turn.
Let it go with the first one, but with the second one there, the whistle blows, and Hermon with, MDI with the free kick.
And she did slide pretty far, too, when she went on the turf.
Yeah, that's a sign. I mean, you're going to slide on this stuff anyways, but the water, I guess would allow you to hydroplane a little bit, wouldn't it?
This broadcast brought to you by Main Trailer, your one-stop shop for trailers and shipping containers. Whatever you haul or store, Main Trailer has you covered. Main Trailer in Hamden and Auburn. And Dairy Queen, the new DQ Fall Treat menu is here. Try the new Caramel Toffee Cookie Blizzard Treat. That's a mouthful. Enjoy the return of the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard Treat or taste the new Maple Cookie Shake. Discover the DQ Fall Treat menu before autumn's over. Get them delivered in the DQ app. Happy tastes good at Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor.
See, Hermon running just a single striker right now in terms of Tardy, who has the ball, and that allows Stewart to go back and play in the midfield, too, to help them gain possession sooner and set up Tardy more often. Tardy already with 4 of the 5 shots on goal.
Yeah, and they've been feeding her like a workhorse running back, really, being the only striker down there.
Got to be in shape to do that.
And a lot of Hawks now. They're really not in a rush to get a shot off either, waiting for the right opportunity. Garrett with it at the top. Stops, turns. Tries to find Stewart. Stewart with a little bit of space, and that is through the goalpost. Unfortunately, wrong sport, and that one will be a goal kick.
She came up limping a little bit, but, finally had a chance there and hurt it just a bit as the defenders were coming onto her from both sides.
Yeah, it looked like she knew she had minimal space to get that shot off and just rushed it a tad. MDI with the goal kick, going to try and flip the field, but as you mentioned, Hermon with that extra midfielder, they've been really good at keeping possession in their zone.
Yeah, Stewart's playing forward, but he's stepping back as part of what I believe is the design here, and that's to see if we can get Tardy in the scorebook.
So far, no one in the scorebook. Just about 10 minutes into the game, MDI looking for a chance, but that Hermon final line holds strong. Still on the MDI side, though. A little collision there, but it's going to stay Trojans' ball, and Hermon forces the turnover, and they will look to flip the field again. A lot of action here between the 40s.
And you can see the water come up occasionally on one of the bounces, especially when it's being kicked off the bounce. So there is some. I didn't know how hard it was raining until I actually got down here, or how much it had rained, because up where I came from, there really wasn't any rain.
You can see the reflection of the water all on the hoods of the fans right in front of us.
Yeah.
It's a dedication for the parent of a high school athlete, especially in the fall.
It is, but I will say this, and it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying it's what the truth is. There are a lot less of these games being played in the rain now, because usually they will just call them off earlier in the day if they know it's going to rain in some fashion. Now today it was a little questionable as to where and how much it was going to rain, and it hasn't rained here a lot, but it's rained enough so that it's moistened up the facility.
And there have been times where I've seen the Ticket TV crew outside in the bleachers, so glad we are in this press box here tonight.
Yeah, I'll take it. I don't think I'd be here tonight.
Unlike our cameramen.
See, Hermon's got the speed. We talk about team speed. They got the speed to play up pretty far defensively, but get back if they sense that something's coming their way. Like that was just a long pass like Hermon's been doing, and but Hermon was able to get 4 defenders back before MDI had their striker back there.
Yeah, with that speed, it's almost so hard to defend. And here's Hermon with another chance there, but MDI forcing the turnover. It's almost like they can have 5 in the goalie box and then 5 on the other side of the field in an instant, and they're everywhere.
That was Maya Lancaster, number 4, with the ball there for Hermon.
Long shot by Peyton Garrett. Pretty accurate, too. Just goes outside the post, and that is going to be a goal kick for MDI. She pulled that from about 25 yards out.
Yeah, 35, counting the 10 of the end zone, and she is heavy on the left foot, so that works to her advantage as well. There's a lot of, most teams play you for your right foot, and if you've got a strong left foot, you're probably going to have space to get shots like that.
MDI goal kick inserted by a defender. Great move by Tardy, and good step by that final line from the Trojans to prevent a shot on goal.
Yeah, those goal kicks aren't going very far for MDI. Looking for a flag to see. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot of wind.
A little bit coming off of the goalpost, but that's about it.
Yeah.
About 12 and a half minutes into this one. Still no score. Hermon has had their share of chances, though.
Yes, indeed.
Here's another one. Garrett with it, trying to get there, but another great defense by that MDI final line to step up and create the turnover in their own goalie box.
Now they're going to get a throw in. Thing is, it's fairly difficult for MDI to get the ball out of their defensive end because of the pressure being put on by Hermon. Lancaster in that situation. There she is with the ball now.
And just the sheer speed and their ability to kind of flip the field in an instant.
Yeah.
MDI playing it into the corner, trying to clear it. And can't break the seal on midfield. This one's going to go to the outside. That's Ewer. Looking to cross it to Tardy, but just no one there in front of the net.
Yeah, little ahead of Tardy. Good idea on that cross, but
Tardy with it in the center, playing the point guard.
She's playing a scoring guard.
Russell Westbrook, yeah. She went to find, it looked like Garrett in the center there, but just a touch to her left, and coming up with it is Gwen Stager, and she'll look to punt it away. Garrett able to retain for Hermon at midfield. MDI back with it. They'll try and go on a run here. They've got even numbers here with Hermon, too, which I feel has been a rarity today. Good defense by Hermon. It looked like number 10 there, Lila Ryan, sending it outside. And we'll have a free kick from MDI here on the penalty called. Free kick from just outside the 20. That looks like the freshman Lily Collins entering the free kick.
Yeah, a lot of underclassmen we're seeing on the soccer fields here in northern Maine, eastern Maine, central Maine, whatever you want to call this area of the state this season. Most every team has a couple of impact freshmen, boys or girls.
It's good to see when you think about what it's going to look like in a couple of years.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you got to you're developing a team for the season, but you're developing a program for the present and the future.
And the best coaches are able to balance that perfectly.
And enough of these kids are getting, significant, quote, off-season travel soccer opportunities, too, that some develop very, very quickly.
Just a touch too much on that pass there from Ewer, looking for, once again, Natalie Tardy. At about the 24-minute mark here of the first half. Tardy with it inside the 20. But 2 Trojan defenders there, and they are able to get it out. Hermon trying to go on the attack one more time. Tardy with the left foot, but deflected by MDI, and Trojans right now have possession. Little bit of a collision there, no call, and the Trojans will take over.
You don't see Tardy with too many open opportunities as word gets around here in the Eastern Maine soccer circles. They know what her situation is. 97 career goals in the last regular season home game.
It would almost help to be sending 2 strikers to take a little attention away from her, but
Yeah.
MJ Ball knows what he's doing, if anybody does.
I mean, she's getting her opportunities. So
yeah, and so is the team.
Yeah.
They've made some terrific saves so far tonight, and that's why we are still scoreless here, almost halfway through the first half.
Yeah, shots on goal right now, 7-0 in favor of Hermon. But Stager has been up to the task on all 7.
And a lot of those 7, as they would call in hockey, grade A opportunities as well.
Who decides whether they're grade A or not?
We do.
Okay.
We're the ones talking to the people.
That's yeah, that's pretty subjective. I don't know. I like that as an official stat. You either make it or you don't.
I think a chance is a chance.
Right. Yeah.
This could be another one for Tardy there. She's got it, but 2 Hawks defenders. She's got to slow up a little bit. Good defense from MDI to get it away from her. Garrett with it. And she pulls it again from long range. That one very accurate. Stager having to jump to make that goal, to make that save. And that's another one from Peyton Garrett, probably about 30 yards out that she's pulling on net. And you'll catch a defense napping one day when you're doing that.
Very powerful with that left leg, and you see that Stager did a nice job there for protecting that near post. There's a shot.
There. Looks like that was deflected, and they're going to set up for a Hermon corner kick. So that shot accurate off the foot, deflected by an MDI defender, and will be inserted from the right side by Hermon. Another chance for Natalie Tardy. Set up a pretty nice touch pass there by Peyton Garrett.
That's going to be Tardy with the corner kick. Yeah, she had open space there, but just in terms of getting back to the ball, just enough time was available there for MDI to get close enough to get a foot on it.
Garrett with it again. Looking to send it in, blocked by MDI. That was 14, Maddie Marks with the block, the senior. Hermon still with it, in close. And MDI able to defend the centering pass and send it the other way. Hermon with 2 defenders back, though, so this one will be coming back into Hawk territory. Maya Lancaster with a nice turnover in the zone.
Oh,
Tardy with a great move. And there is goal number 98. Tardy with a great move to get by the defender, free up some space, sends it to the far side of the post where Stager, who's had a great night, had no chance at it. What a play by Natalie Tardy there, set up by the turnover from Maya Lancaster. Just great footwork to set up that goal.
Yeah, Lancaster stole the ball at midfield, got the ball ahead of Tardy, and Tardy just went to her right and then kicked the ball back to the left and got it past the right side of Gwen Stager, and goal number 98 of the career and 35 of the season for Natalie Tardy.
An impressive senior campaign for sure, and 2 more until they're putting that game ball on the mantle again. What an incredible move to shake past her defender and give her enough open space to take the goalie on one-on-one.
Yeah, drew the goalie toward her just a little bit, and that left the far side of the net that much more open, and she was able to find it.
And they've been trying to set her up with the long go passes, use her speed, but it's the footwork that gets the first goal of the night for Natalie Tardy.
Yeah, that was a situation where the midfield play set that up with a change of possession as, again, MDI having difficulty establishing anything in the forward end, so they try to kick it out with a long ball, and Hermon wins those battles at the midfield and finally cashed in on one.
And Hermon going to stick it here. They have it in their own zone, able to get the throw in. Good defense from MDI, but not able to get possession. Hawks will look to cross it from the far corner from us. Stewart with it, but MDI foot race to the ball, and that is won once again by the senior, Maddie Marks. And they are going to send the freshman, Lily Collins, but Hermon able to defend it well and get it back to their end.
Yeah, they have 4 players back there, basically standing at midfield, kind of waiting to collect those shots. Let's see what
Stewart just misses wide left off the right foot, and that's a great point. When you have the speed that the Hermon forwards do, you can afford to have your midfielders and your defense play far back and just play the possession game. And if the Trojans can't get any possession, it's going to be tough for them to score.
Yeah, you force MDI to play like 8 or 9 defenders against 6 or 7 forwards because of the talent level there for Hermon. Makes it difficult.
Hermon keeping the pressure on, too. That was Maya Lancaster trying to force the turnover. Here come the Trojans, but again, it's 2-on-4.
Now, just continue to carry it while nobody's guarding her. That allows time for her teammates to move into the offensive end. Now they're going to get a throw in and be able to set up.
Yeah, it was Lily Collins there carrying it into the zone. MDI kind of able to mark a little bit now with the dead ball, but this one is going to go back Hermon way.
There's no margin for error for the Trojans in this game.
As there rarely is when you take on Hermon. 18:23 left. We're going to send you to a quick picture-in-picture break. We'll be right back with the rest of the first half when we get back.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
The hands-on experience is such a crucial part of education, period.
The faculty are incredible. They work so hard to make sure that all their students have what they need to succeed.
There's all kind of opportunities, and I'm just very grateful knowing that I have a job lined up full-time when I graduate, and that is all thanks to coming to Hudson.
Back here at Pottle Field after a quick picture-in-picture break. We'll show you some action that happened during that picture-in-picture break. It was a great chance for Natalie Tardy looking for goal number 9, but just off the crossbar. Here's that replay coming up right there on your left. One-on-one with the goalie as she's been so many times tonight and dings it right off the post, so close to 99. But we are still here at 16 minutes left in the game with a 1-0 Hermon lead.
That was about as close as, that's about as open as she has been for a shot all evening, as a matter of fact there. But
and here's Stewart just as open, and she hardly misses on those. She knocks that one in. It is 2-0 Hermon. That is goal number 106 in Madison Stewart's career, and it puts Hermon up 2-0 with 16:04 left in the first half. Ernie, what did you see there?
About 4.5 minutes apart. Again, a good feed from the midfield. Sent her in alone. Splitting 2 defenders, and Steger really has no chance on that one. She has to make a choice on which way to go. It's like a penalty kick, essentially,
it's like a penalty kick, except Stewart's moving while she decides, so she knows exactly where the open spot of the net is. This broadcast brought to you by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Acadia Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor and a new location coming to Brewer. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. And Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals this holiday season. Take your office party from nice to unforgettable. Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals bring the fun, the laughs, and the memories your team will love. Don't wait. Book now at flashmemaine.com.
See, Hermon launches those shots from like the defensive 30-yard line all the way up, knowing that Stewart or Tardy can usually chase him down.
And a chance there, Stewart and Tardy trying to play the little 2-man game, a good defense from MDI to intercept that pass.
Yeah, it might have been a little bit of a handball there on Stewart, but MDI wound up with the ball, so no call. Yeah, Hermon does not wait to launch that downfield pass from long distance, knowing that they've got speed at the other end to go chase it down.
You could tell how often they practice it, too, because the offensive players rarely break too early.
Well, and the other thing, too, is they're running forward while the defenders are retreating in some fashion. So just by human nature, you can run fast when you're going forward.
Garrett with the big left foot trying to center it and just missing it that's number 6, Elsa Ewer, the freshman. That was a great look, great eyes, great vision, but just can't connect there between Garrett and Ewer. I think just a tad bit in front of her.
Just like a corner kick almost there, situation to the deep right of the goal, but shot a little too tall over the far, beyond the far post.
Yeah, she's got so much control on that, too. Autumn of Life Home Care is looking to hire reliable, caring workers to help assist clients with daily living activities while remaining in their own homes. Flexible schedules. Office now located at 695 Stillwater Ave in Old Town. Call 217-6026 or follow us on Facebook. And Angelo's Pizzeria. If you're in the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, come to Angelo's Pizzeria in Bangor and Hamden. MDI with a goal kick here, looking to get something going on offense. They really have not been able to break that defensive line from Hermon.
No, it's defense through offense for Hermon, but it's also defense through defense.
Tardy with a shot that is deflected, and we'll see if it was deflected by a Hawk or a Trojan. It looks like a Trojan. We're setting up for another corner kick for the Hermon Hawks.
Tardy over there to take the corner kick once again. From deep on the right side.
And the right foot from the right side, just very accurate. We'll see what she tries to do here. It's a low liner, and it gets through to the MDI defense, and they just send it back out. That's going to be a throw in from Hermon right by the left corner kick. Tardy inserting a corner from the far side now. 12:35 to go in the first half here at Pottle Field. Hermon up 2-0 over the MDI Trojans. That is a great ball right into Madison Stewart, but a great save, another great save by the MDI Trojans goaltender Gwen Stager.
I think it hit the top of the crossbar. Yeah. Oh, the football post. Okay. Yeah, it hit the crossbar over the crossbar, so it was out of play at that point.
Let's see that replay there. Just going to tip right off of that. Wow, neither of us could see that from where we are. That tipped right off of it, right at Tardy's foot. I don't think you could draw that up better. Let's take a look at the school profiles here. We'll start with the visitors as Tardy has a shot and another great save by Stager. Trying to find a break in the action. Hermon is not making it easy for us. The school profile for MDI, enrollment 474. Bunky Dow, the athletic director, with Matt Haney, the principal. School mascot is the Trojans. And the island's very name, Isle des Monts Desserts, given by Samuel de Champlain, 1604, means the island of the Bear Mountains, named for its rocky summits that look treeless and barren. How was my French there, Ernie?
I believe it was eel. I-L-E, eel.
So not good.
Well, I mean, you butchered the first word, the three-letter word, but you got the rest of them okay.
The Hermon school profile, enrollment of 567. Rick Sinclair, the athletic director. Brian Walsh, the principal. The Hawks, the school mascot. In the early 20th century, Hermon was home to a cheese factory that produced 3 tons of cheese daily, highlighting the town's agriculture and industrial heritage. Tardy inserting another corner kick for the Hermon Hawks. And that's going to go to Garrett, but another diving save. That one made by Gwen Stager. Garrett with a chance there.
Yeah, she got it right on it with nobody in front of her. Got it off her chest, I believe, but couldn't get enough on it. The Stager was right there to make the save, her 10th of the first half.
Yeah, and Tardy put that pass right on her, too, but Stager also right there. Great positioning and for the save.
By the way, what does 6,000 pounds of cheese look like?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty big. You see how big a 2,000-pound pumpkin is. It's 3 times as big as that.
They missed a big opportunity to be the cheeseheads of Maine high school sports.
They did. I don't know if there's another word for cheese maker or cheesehead is it. Cheese raconteur.
That's a good one. There's good French.
Speaking of French, yeah, indeed.
Teaching me how it's done. The Hawks trying to flip the field here off the MDI throw-in. That's going to be Garrett. gives herself some space, tries to cross it, and that is eventually going to make its way across to Allison Stewart, the freshman. Stewart looking to see what to do with it, finds Garrett again. And Garrett fires that left foot, but that is going to not reach her target. It will reach the Trojans instead as they look to send them, but Hermon defense, as they have been there tonight, Hermon taking it back the other way.
See the speed there.
Yeah, that's Ella Johnson, the sophomore, showing off the wheels.
Yeah, she's a...
Ooh.
Oh!
That was a great pass, too. Great speed to outrun the defense down the sideline and puts the pass right on the foot of Natalie Tardy, who looked like she was in a little bit of traffic, but able to fire off a shot that makes Stager have to make another great save.
Yeah, she took that. I think it was one-timer, basically a half volley almost, and with the defender on her right side, but able to use the left foot to get it on goal, and a little dangerous because you don't know how much of that play Stager was able to see with the defender there as well, but it's right there to make another save. I mean, it's 2-0 right now, Hermon, but it could easily be 4 or 5 given the quality of her saves.
Yeah, and the quality of the opportunities as well. And that's a great pass from Garrett, looking for Tardy, but the MDI defense able to make that final stop before it gets to Stager. Black Fly Coffee. Start your day right with Black Fly Coffee, a local coffee shop with drive-through and mobile ordering, serving the best coffee in the area along with bagels, bakery items, donuts, and more. 107 Main Road, Holden, just across the Brewer line. MDI looking to make it across that Hermon line there at midfield. It's going to be Maya Lancaster picking it up for the Hawks, but the Trojans bringing it back the other way. Lancaster again. She finds Garrett. Garrett right in the middle. She finds Stewart, unable to corral it, and the Trojans looking to make a run here and get themselves a chance against this Hermon defense. Great play by Allison Stewart there to make the stop for Hermon. Hawks going back the other way. Garrett with it right at the Hawk at midfield, and she is going to make a pass to Tardy, but that is just going to be out of reach, and it takes a lot to put a ball out of reach of the speed of Natalie Tardy. Maybe 10 minutes ago it wouldn't have been out of reach.
Yeah, she knew she wasn't going to get there before Stager, so she gave up on that particular play. But
and another great defensive play there by the Trojans to eliminate what could have been another Hermon chance. Hermon still with it, though. Allison Stewart crosses to Garrett. Garrett, she'll pull it, and she does, and that one a deep shot, but another save by Stager and another 30-yard attempt from Garrett, and you got to think she's going to get one of these one day.
I think so. I mean, Stager can read her fairly well because she knows the ball is going to kind of curve toward the center of the net when she's shooting that left-footed from that left wing. I don't know what that's called in golf, but
a draw maybe, since she's a lefty.
Yeah, it's not fading away. It's kind of going.
See, when I hit it, it's called a duck hook.
Like if you hit it from your right side and it went to the left, would be the equivalent of what she's doing.
Maya Lancaster with it. She sends the left foot in. It gets through, but no Hawks there to make a play on it. This broadcast brought to you by the Coach House Restaurant and Brewer. For homestyle cooking, homemade desserts, and experienced-friendly staff, it is the Coach House. Takeout available, 457 Wilson Street in Brewer, and at thecoachhouserestaurant.com.
15 shots on goal so far for Hermon, 13 saves by Stager.
Yeah, she has been impressive, and a lot of those 13 have been very difficult. I feel like only a few of them have kind of been hit right at her.
Yeah, it's true, and she's doing a good job, too, and some of the saves that maybe don't look as dashing as some of the other ones.
From up here are still pretty hard to make.
And it's her preparation to understand where the ball is going to go and where it could go based on where the player has it on the field.
Yeah.
And so she's there in the right spot to be able to make the save more routine than it would be if she had to react to something that was far away from where she was already standing.
It's a great point. The balls are hit right at her because she's positioned very well. Stewart looking to get it in. That is Tardy, fires it, just bobbled by Stager, but not bobbled enough for Hermon to have a chance on it. Another save by Gwen Stager. She's been terrific tonight.
Yeah, and that was another tricky one because on that one, Tardy just kind of spun and shot, so you really couldn't see the shot until it was taken. There was not a lot of ability to anticipate.
Great footwork by Stewart to bring it in. Fires with the left, and I don't think anybody's making a save on that one. What a shot by Madison Stewart, her second goal of the night, coming off the left foot. Just great footwork to get past the Trojans defense. Switches to the left with some space and fires it into the far side, past the diving hand to Gwen Stager, and that is an impressive goal for Madison Stewart, who she's not chasing 100, but she is chasing a record.
She's chasing 200 now. But that one there was nice because a lot of these players do not shift to your left foot unless you're very confident in it. A lot of players aren't necessarily. But with the defender coming up to her right, she had to go that way, and there was a seam right there to make that last dribble, and that left her open for the fairly close range shot on Stager.
Yeah, and even though she's not a lefty, there was a lot of mustard on that shot.
No, there was. I mean, these kids that can play, or at least shooting with both legs, have such an advantage.
There's Tardy trying to, it looks like, take on the MDI defense. Hermon going to keep possession here in front of the 50. We'll see if they go on another run here with 4 minutes to go. I assume they'll be aggressive most of the night.
Sure. You do see a lot of kids, though, that at this level that don't get as many shots as you might think they could based on where you see them with the ball because they feel the need to get it on the right foot. They're not that comfortable with the off foot, so to speak. And so they wind up making the extra dribble to the right, and that allows the defense time to get by or get to them.
Garrett moving to her left, finds Lancaster, fires with the left, and that one just going to be outside. That'll be a goal kick for the Trojans.
But that's another kid with a left foot. I mean, you talk about the two goal scorers, Tardy and Stewart. You talk about Garrett and now Lancaster there. It's such a weapon when, you know, the defenders are playing to your right foot and you have just as much power with your other foot. You're going to get opportunities.
And to make a comparison, Garrett almost reminds you of a mobile quarterback that can throw on the run. She's very comfortable moving right to left and then either sending a goal ball, sending a shot on the run with her left foot.
Yes, indeed. And it gets her opportunities. I mean, and she does it from 30, 35 yards out as well.
Great pass there to find Stewart. Just a little too much on it. MDI able to grab possession. Looking to make a push here, but again, 4 Hermon defenders very quickly retreating back into the zone.
Yeah, they don't let them inside the 30 very often.
It's going to be Cedar Noble-Brown looking to send it into the freshman Lily Collins, but Hermon with possession there on the side, trying to push it the other way. MDI still has it, looking to get a chance here at the net. Trying to move it around, find the open player. Great move there by the freshman Collins. Just can't get it past that last line from Hermon.
No, I mean, you've got to do it with a pass because you get too many teammates close to you. That means there's more defenders close to you, too, and everything gets congested. It becomes hard to sustain an offense.
And there's a great ball by Garrett. That's the freshman Allison Stewart staying with it. Great job on the Trojans. I can't quite tell who that player is who rebounded defensively, but that looked like another grade A chance for Hermon.
Yeah, it certainly was, although she, like I said, she got it in position before Stewart, had a chance to start with it.
Hermon still with it, trying to play it in. That is Madison Stewart, the elder Stewart sister. Finds Maya Lancaster. Lancaster to Garrett, looking for Tardy. And touch pass for Stewart, but a diving save to fall on top of that is Stager. Not a shot on goal, but great anticipation to intercept that cross.
Yeah, I think she was Garrett was trying to get it to Tardy at the near post in that situation, but a little bit too far ahead of her, and the only chance after that was Ewer on the far post, but MDI got back defensively.
There's Garrett again. And she finds Tardy. Tardy spins, looking to individually win that battle, but great job by Kelsey Noyes, the senior for the Trojans, senior captain, making the defensive stop. Too much on the goal ball there for the Hawks. About 1 minute, 20 seconds left in the half. MDI taking their time getting this ball back in play. With all the chances that Hermon had, MDI has to be happy being down just 3-0 heading into this half. And there's a chance for Tardy, but again, little too much on it. Gwen Stager able to pick it back up, and this one is going to go the other way once again.
Yeah, fortunately for the Trojans, though, like we said in the pregame, to win you've got to be able to score. They have not come close to scoring here. They've done a nice job defensively.
As have the Hawks, too.
Yeah, but they've not come close to really having a shot on goal. And cliche that's probably too old for you. Beck Obama's standing back there like the Maytag repairman.
Yeah, it is a little old.
The idea was back in the day, it was a total ad campaign that Maytag appliances, washers and dryers and refrigerators, there was no need for a repairman, so he just sat around bored.
Just like Beck Obama's, they have not called on her. I assume that is a little bit of a familiar feeling with her in the regular season. Here, as this one gets by, that's going to be a chance for Stewart, and they wave it offsides. And we are going to head to the first half with the Hermon Hawks leading the MDI Trojans 3-0. Stick with us for the halftime show. The first half brought to you by Hartford's Auto Service at 62 Liberty Drive in Hermon. Hartford's does repairs on all makes and models of cars and trucks. With over 3 decades of experience, Hartford's can provide routine maintenance, brake and suspension repairs, muffler repairs, and more. Visit the Hartford's Auto Service Facebook page or give them a call at 207-989-6322. And UMaine Online, 60-plus online degrees and certificate programs offered through Maine's flagship university. Apply now, umaine.edu/online. We will be right back with the first half highlights and the halftime show.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Into Ticket TV, we are at Pottle Field. Tyler Cruz here with Ernie Clark. The Hermon Hawks taking on the MDI Trojans here in some Class B North girls soccer action. Hermon up 3-0 over the Trojans. This broadcast brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center, the original Redemption Center of Old Town for 30 years. They are family owned and operated, open Monday through Saturday with $100 giveaways each month. Old Town Redemption Center, 13 Chester Street in Old Town. Ernie, an exciting first half if you're the Hermon Hawks, an exciting first half, a busy first half if you're Gwen Stager from MDI.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could have come here tonight and kind of expected what you saw, with Hermon putting a lot of pressure on offensively. The Hawks trying to get Natalie Tardy some early goals, and she had some great chances, did get one. And then Hermon eventually just with the numbers offensively and the dominance offensively able to pull away to the 3-goal lead.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the people who came here expected it. Let's take a look at the people who came here. The fan cam brought to you by UMaine Athletics. It is a wet one here at Hermon. Let's check out the troopers we have standing in front of us. A lot of umbrellas, a lot of hoods, a lot of winter hoods, some winter coats, some winter hats. 'Tis the season, Ernie.
Well, it is. It's just different this year because we've had so little of it, so little negative precipitation during the fall sports season. We haven't seen mud or rain or really anything. And tonight seems like a big deal because of what we're getting, which is not really much.
Yeah, it's just fairly new to us.
It's not going to cure the drought, I can tell you that.
As we said, the fan cam brought to you by UMaine Athletics, Black Bear Nation. It is football season. Join us for all the game day excitement in Orono when the Black Bears host this weekend. For tickets and more information, visit goblackbears.com. Go Blue. That live read does say Stonehill. That game happened a while ago.
Well, yeah, they're idle this weekend. They host Elon next week.
Elon next week. They are not home this weekend. Thank you for that. Also brought to you by Bennett Auto Center. Experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and at BennettAutoCenter.com. Let's roll through some of those halftime highlights. Those are brought to you by Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold. Let's see what our guy Max Pottle cooked up. Some chances early on for Hermon. This one just 40 seconds into the game, and she was busy all night. That is Gwen Stager, the goalkeeper for MDI. Here's Natalie Tardy again with one of her early chances. Just goes right off the chest. She fires it. Had to make 2 saves there.
Yeah,
Stager.
Stager came out to get the rebound as well as the original shot. Peyton Garrett there, just wide. Pretty close, actually, just wide of that.
Yeah, she's
right
not
post.
afraid to pull those long bombs as she does it again there.
And she is again to the other side, and Stager has the left post, the near post for her covered.
And here's going to be the first goal after that move from Natalie Tardy. Just fires it through the arms of Gwen Stager.
Yeah, Stager guessed correctly on that one with that right arm, but just a tick too late.
Tardy with another great chance. That one just going off the bottom of the crossbar. This redirection, though, to Madison Stewart, and she wasn't missing that.
Now she got right in off the dribble within a couple of yards there and was able to redirect it with the right foot, low to the left side.
Hermon up 3-0, but it could easily be way more than that if it wasn't for the efforts of Gwen Stager. There's a wild play that actually hit the football crossbar before bouncing right to Madison Stewart. Stewart would pick up a second goal in the half. Another save there by Stager, who was getting her number called quite often.
Yeah, good testing when she went to the ground, and fortunately for her, the ball was right there. There's Garrett off the corner kick with a shot off the body that the Stager's there for.
And there's the second goal of the half by Madison Stewart off the dribble with the left foot, just firing it to that right post. Those halftime highlights, like we said, brought to you by Next Home Experience. Get looped, get sold. And Tiller & Rye, a local grocer located at 20 South Main Street in Brewer that is proud to offer products from right here in the great state of Maine. Ernie, watching that half, what do you have for us for a recap?
Well, first for the goals, Natalie Tardy, career goal number 98, and 98. And 35th goal of the season unassisted at with 20:52 left in the first half to make it 1-0. Then 2 goals by Madison Stewart, number 106 and 107 of her career, and number 23 and 24 of the season. First one coming at 16:04, about 4 minutes and 40 seconds after Tardy's goal to make it 2-0. And then with 5:10 left in the first half to give the Hawks their 3-0 halftime lead. Shots on goal was 17 for Hermon, none for MDI, 14 saves for Stager of MDI, and corner kicks were 6 for Hermon and none for MDI.
And that recap brought to you by Uno's Pizzeria. We are going to send it to one more break, and we'll be back with the start of the second half on Ticket TV right after this.
Now open, Darling's Ford Commercial Vehicle Center, 80 Haskell Road in Bangor. Servicing almost all makes and models of medium and heavy-duty trucks and RVs, from half-tons to vehicles weighing up to 75,000 pounds. Our factory-trained technicians and dedicated service bays are here to keep your wheels on the road. Schedule service now at darlingsford.com. Call 992-1691 or stop in today. You'll do better at Darling's.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Black Bear Nation, it's football season. Join us for all the excitement of game day in Orono. For tickets to all Black Bear games, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-2327. Go Blue!
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Welcome back to Pottle Field. Second half about to get underway from the Hermon Hawks and the MDI Trojans. Hermon up 3-0 over the Trojans. Let's take a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule here for Ticket TV. 2 football games for you tomorrow night. Old Town at Brewer at 6 p.m. That'll be my voice and my voice only, I believe, on that one. And then the Nokomis Warriors come right here to Pottle Field. We'll get to keep the gear here. It'll be nice and convenient for all of our Ticket TV crew. That one at 7 p.m. And then Tuesday, girls soccer rivalry matchup, Brewer at Bangor in the across the river rivalry. And then prelim and postseason action, that'll be announced next week.
Yeah, it starts right off the bat, 24th, 25th, whatever that is, later in the week, I guess, is the preliminary round of the playoffs. And we're on for 3-4 weeks of that to crown state champions.
Hard to believe we are there already. As the clock starts winding down here in the second half, 40 minutes to play, MDI down 3-0, trying to make something happen. A win here would do wonders for their postseason chances. Hermon, I don't think has to worry about that.
No, I don't know if they can get to number 1, though, because they don't have a lot of points, either in this game. There's some points to be had against Old Town, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. But you just keep winning. That's all you want to do is win every game if you can.
At 8-4, Old Town's got some good wins, too.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know who Potomac Valley has, because they're undefeated with 1 tie. And those are the teams that played in the regional championship game last year that was won by Hermon.
Garrett with the throw in. MDI bounces it right back to her. She's looking in for that is, looks like Tardy, but that is going the other way for the Trojans. Being in the left side of the press box, Hermon shooting on the left side of the field here. We're going to be watching a lot of this broadcast off the monitor.
Yeah, I already have, just to be able to see numbers. Although the MDI girls' numbers aren't as bad as the boys' numbers were last night, because the numbers themselves are dark on white, whereas the MDI boys had like a couple of lines, narrow lines that made the numbers, and it was just hard to see.
Now on the far side, that is Stewart looking for Tardy. MDI able to get it back out. See if Hermon can keep it in on this side of the 50. That is going to be a Trojan throw-in.
I just wanted to give you the soccer postseason dates. The prelims are 10-24 and 10-25.
So that's Thursday and Friday of next week. So you guys will be pretty busy next Friday.
Yeah, quarterfinals are the 28th and 29th of October. The semifinals are on Halloween and November 1st. And then the regional finals are 11-4 and 11-5.
It's going to be a busy weekend for sports here. BU comes to town that Halloween weekend for some hockey.
That's right.
This Ticket TV broadcast brought to you by the Orono and Calais IGA. Shop smart, shop local at Orono IGA and Calais IGA. They appreciate the support from their local communities and are proud to support local Maine schools and student athletes right here on Ticket TV. Orono and Calais IGAs are hometown proud and the growing place, helping families grow for less and polishing your home and style for a fraction of retail cost. Check us first, check us often. Do Green Sustainability is always trending. They're located at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. Hawks looking to make a push here. About 2.5 minutes gone in this half. Garrett with a great through ball. That's going to be Tardy, and she scores goal number 99 with the left foot, just getting that one right by the MDI goaltender. That is her second goal of the night. Her and Madison Stewart both with 2 goals on the night, and Hermon up 4-0.
Yeah, the great lead pass by Peyton Garrett. Just softly kicked it ahead, and Tardy got it, took a dribble or two, and then beat the MDI goalie to her left with a low shot there. Goal number 36 for the season and 99 for the career for Natalie Tardy.
Just one away, and like you mentioned, that was a great ball by Peyton Garrett. Tardy able to break just in time, find herself wide open, one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
Yeah, we've talked about the power of Garrett's shot. That was the finesse of her ability to pass ahead without much of an angle. Actually, it was pretty straight ahead, so makes it more challenging to put it at the right pace for Tardy to run down. She just kicked it slow enough to get it ahead of the last defender and trusted that Tardy would be able to run it down as she did.
Yeah, that's a connection that we've seen tonight. Hasn't resulted in a goal, and there it does. We're brought to you by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire Company has you covered since 1927. The best in tires and service. Find them 514 Coldbrook Road in Hermon or at bangortire.com. And Pat's Pizza in Hamden. Whether playing or just watching, soccer can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hamden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. That's the first touch for Becca Balmas this game.
Second, because she had one just 20 seconds ago. I was going to announce that because that's kind of like it's official now. Everybody from Hermon's touched the ball. Becca Balmas, 44 minutes into the game, gets her first 2 touches.
And another great ball there for Tardy. This could be it with the left. Oh, and a save made by the Trojans. Had a chance there for number 100.
Yeah, she kicked it right at her. She had the whole net, and she wound up kicking it right at the goalie who had the near side covered pretty well.
What do you think's going in your head, one-on-one with the goalie with 99 goals under your belt?
No. I'm still thinking about that one that hit off the crossbar that she had in the first half that she's probably kicking herself about. But she's got 35 more minutes here.
She's had the chances, and she'll keep getting them too, especially with the strength of the Hermon midfield, just able to create turnovers and find their strikers with precision.
Sedum had the key is not being offside, but they have been trained well in how not to get offsides.
There's another chance here, and that one is Stewart, and they blow the horn a little early there. Is that Stewart or is that Tardy?
That's Tardy.
That is Tardy. That is the 100th goal from Natalie Tardy. What a pass, what a play. Right over the head of the goalie. She didn't miss that one. That one a no-doubter on another great opportunity for Natalie Tardy. And that one set up perfectly. Another left foot, times it well, right into the back right corner of the net.
Yeah, Stager came out. That's all she could do is try to get to the ball first, but it was a futile attempt, and she becomes the fifth Hermon Hawk to get to 100 goals in her career.
Yeah, and that is quite an impressive feat right there. 2 seniors on this team with over 100 goals as Hermon looks to turn from the regular season into the playoffs. That's a good thing to boast about. That one could have gone 2 ways, too. It looked like Tessa Ewer and Natalie Tardy both right there for the goal ball. Ewer was like, you can have that one. I don't need it.
I'm going to get mine when I can get it, but there was a historical element there. Sydney Gallup, 112 goals. Alex Elaine with 105. Actually, Madison Stewart now second on the list at 107. Alex Elaine at 105, Lindsay Reed with 102, and now Natalie Tardy with 137 on the season now with a hat trick tonight.
And those are all fairly recent, within the last 4 years, with Sydney Gallup and Lindsay Reed, Natalie Tardy, obviously, Madison Stewart.
There was another Gallup sister. She's an older Gallup sister, a little bit earlier. It's like right about 21, I think. So, yeah, 4 or 5 years. Alex Elaine might have been a little bit earlier than that.
Yeah, that's the one name that's not ringing a bell for me.
Yeah, I think I was in the mid to late teens. But it's been during a period of tremendous success for Hermon soccer.
This is the third 100th goal scorer for Hermon soccer that I've witnessed. I was there for Gallup, there for Reed. It was a playoff game, and now here for Natalie Tardy, which is pretty impressive that all happened within the last couple of years, because I haven't been up here that long.
Yeah, and 2 in a week?
2 in a week.
I didn't see who made the pass to Tardy from midfield on that one, but it was another tremendous lead pass.
Had her all alone. And a big congratulations to Natalie Tardy on her 100th goal. That makes it 5-0 Hermon here in the second half. This game brought to you by Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning. For over 30 years, Bangor's best dry cleaners. Ask about their military and citizen discounts. Open 7 to 7, 7 days a week at 1001 Union Street in Bangor, and Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets right across the street. Family owned and operated since 2007, now with 2 great locations, Route 2 in Hermon and Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield. And that was Garrett with the assist there, according to our producer, Max Pottle, down in the van.
No surprise, because she's the one that instigates a lot of them. She has a couple of assists tonight, and a team leading 17 assists now on the season for Hermon. Does Garrett, just a sophomore.
Yeah, very talented. We've seen her come close to a couple goals as well tonight.
Indeed.
MDI with it here. They're going to have a throw in pretty close to Hermon territory.
Have yet to take a corner kick. This is about as close as they've gotten so far.
Becca Balmas only with 2 touches so far on the night. MDI looking to give her a third, maybe. Trojan still with it, but that pass intercepted by Maya Lancaster. And it's going to be an MDI throw-in right in front of their bench. We'll send you off to a quick picture-in-picture break right here. We'll be right back after this.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. DeansDetailing.com.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
When it comes to repairing or replacing your windshield, Novus is the clear choice in glass repair. Locally owned and operated at 499 Hammond Street, we offer free mobile service in the greater Bangor area, as well as shuttle service during bad weather. We can come to your home, workplace, or anywhere you are. Novus is a preferred service provider by all insurance companies, and we can cover up to $100 of your insurance deductible. Whether it's repairing or replacing your windshield, door glass, mirror, or your rear window glass, you can count on Novus to be where you are when you need us the most. Call Novus today.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer's looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
There's no reason to be overwhelmed.
No.
We can help you through it.
We're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
Welcome back into Pottle Field. Still no change in score, though a couple of chances. Becca Balmas made a save, and Natalie Tardy almost punched in her 4th goal of the night while we were in that picture-in-picture break. Tyler Cruz here with Ernie Clark for this broadcast of Class B North Soccer between the Hermon Hawks and MDI Trojans. There's the Tardy goal. That one sneaks between the goalpost and the crossbar. I don't think you can place a ball better than that unless you placed it in the net.
No, there's not much room there on it. Just get it on her right foot, be able to take one strong dribble and then blast toward an open net, at least an undefended net other than the goalie, and about a foot off there to the top.
Good fight from Hermon here. That's number 9, Kyla McCannell, the sophomore. This broadcast brought to you by AM Construction and Roofing. Protect your home from the top down with AM Construction and Roofing, serving Bangor, Machias, Ellsworth, Augusta, and beyond. That's certainly beyond. Past customers earn $100 for referrals, and right now you can save $500 on any roofing project until the end of the year. Call 551-6235 for your free quote. And Doors Equipment, your local Kubota dealer. Doors can help you with all of your equipment needs. Just visit doorsequipment.com. A chance for Hermon there, bounding ball in the box, but MDI comes away with it, and they are looking to send it the other way.
Yeah, Garrett, I think, got a foot on it, but couldn't get a full kick on it. No, it deflected it toward the goal.
And here come the Trojans. No contest carrying it, and that 4 Hawks there, although it was a nice little entry pass from the Trojans, firing it on net, and that one is going to reach Balmas for her 2nd save of the half. 5-0 Hermon, 28:02 to go in the second half.
That was a nice play by number 14 for Hermon, Aaron Selleck, to ward off the first attempt. Just made a nice stop, and then there eventually was a shot. I got 2 saves here in the second half for Balmas.
There's Garrett with a go ball. She is looking for Ewers, and that is going to be wide left. Looked like a great defensive play from...
Yeah, I wasn't sure who kicked this one.
I couldn't either from
our angle.
No, it was
actually the MDI player that tried to clear it to the far side. It's going to wind up. Well, they're going to.
Oh, they're going to give it a goal kick.
Give it a goal kick, but
great defense there. That was Sydney Oksowski, the senior.
Nice job by her. Just whether she kicked it or not, it was a good play just to create havoc defensively to prevent the shot from was it Tessa Ewer, I believe.
It is not a goal kick. I think they called a penalty there on Ewer. I guess being too handsy.
Yeah, something like that. I was pretty sure it was the MDI player that kicked it.
And there's Garrett. She sends it into Ewers. Another great ball from her, but great defense there from the Trojans to get it out of there and prevent a Hermon corner as well. And there's Kyla McCannell with it.
Yeah, Tessa Ewer, another one of the 6 seniors on the Hermon squad on this senior night. Tessa Ewer, Lydia Muth, Aaron Selleck, Natalie Tardy, Madison Stewart, Bryn Susi, who I believe was the one that got the kick at the start of the game.
I believe Tardy's getting some rest here, and they've got Stewart in still, and I think that is going to be a goal, and that is Madison Stewart with the left foot right off of the corner kick. Beautiful corner kick inserted there by Peyton Garrett. That is 3rd goal for Madison Stewart tonight. She matches 3 goals from her teammate Natalie Tardy, and we are at 6-0 Hermon. That is an incredible shot right out of the air.
Yeah, great corner by Garrett. Her 3rd assist of the half, by the way. And Madison Stewart there inside the far post, just to one-time it into the net for her 3rd goal of the game. So we got a pair of hat tricks here for the Hermon Hawks, and for Stewart, that is career goal number 108, and then 3 tonight for her, added to her 22 coming in. She has 25 on the season.
She gives her sister a hug at midfield and checks out of the game with 26 minutes left and 6-0. I'm sure her and Hardy will be catching up a little bit.
Indeed.
And there's Garrett, who has been very dangerous with the ball on her foot, trying to dance through 3 Trojans, but MDI makes a great defensive stop there. Lily Collins, the freshman, gets it away from her. Lily Collins, I've said her name a lot tonight for the Trojans.
She's been active for the Trojans. I just think about Garrett. What a facilitator. Talk about point guard. She's a point forward playing out there in the midfield. And
that's a shot there by Kyla McCannell, but right at the MDI goaltender. And yeah, Garrett just with so much accuracy on the goal balls, even on the ones that she just sends through on the ground. She's just very accurate, knows where to put it, how much speed to put it, and she's only a sophomore. She's only going to get better.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she had a strong freshman year as well.
Yes.
And here she is now.
Can't give her that much space.
Oh, it hit the post, I think, after it hit the hands.
They're going to call that no goal, but it did look like that snuck behind the yellow line, and Garrett with a ton of space from closer than she's shot from earlier. That was very insane to be that wide open, I think.
See that again. I think she might have tapped it, and then it hit the crossbar and came back out.
Let's see. She's got a lot of space there right at about the 20, and no hesitation
Off the
there.
hands and
I wonder. Yeah, that looks like it was in there, but it's I don't think it's going to change the final outcome.
No, I mean, it's a tough one to call unless
Unless you're right there.
official's right on the line, and you can't see it.
From our camera angle, it did look like
can't
it did
tell.
sneak back in there, but yeah, we can't from here either.
Nothing definitive there.
Our cameramen are up here in the press box with us.
You give the goalie credit for reaching back and getting control of it as quickly as she did.
That's a hard one to time because that's a line shot there from Garrett with a lot of power on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, and she was off balance once she hit the ball with both her hands. So to get back there and knock it out, pretty impressive move.
Ewers to McCannell. McCannell trying to make the turn and get it back in the center for the Hawks. Good footwork there. And there's Ewers back with it. Looked like she was about to take a shot. Good defense from MDI there to stand their ground and send it out of the zone. Garrett with it here. Fires that left foot. That one at the goaltender. Another save. That looks like, I believe, Morgan Colshaw in this half. I do see double digits on the jersey there. Not sure if they changed goaltenders or not, or we just have a better view of it from where we are here.
It looked like the same person, but I couldn't guarantee it.
It's going to be a Trojan throw. Ticket TV presentations brought to you by Hillside Athletics. At Hillside Athletics, they are passionate about sports and feature cutting-edge equipment to help you better their game. Visit hillsideathletics.com for a full list of equipment, services, and training packages. And as we're getting to the off-season, I got to say, their golf simulators are top-notch. Also brought to you by the Fitch Company, where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit them at fitchcompany.com. Throw in here from Hermon. Still looking for Garrett. That one is going to find Allison Stewart. She sends it in, but a couple of Trojans there to corral it. We'll see if they can turn it around. That is picked off by Ewers. Stewart back to the middle to Garrett. Garrett with the left foot, getting herself some space, looking for the cross there. Gets it to Ewers. She looks for the no-look pass, but a little miscommunication there between her and McCannell, and we're headed back the other way. MDI with it, looking to make a push here. It's going to be a foot race. That one is number 10, Claire Danielson, it looks like, for the Trojans, but Hermon wins that foot race, and we are bouncing around the 40s once again.
Yeah, Hawks take pride in their ability to shut teams out. They've had 6 shutouts and not allowed more than 1 goal in any game this season. So
you talk about the offensive firepower because you have 200 goal scorers, but their defense is really what makes them so good, especially when it comes playoff time and you're not winning games 6-0.
Well, and one of the things about it is when your offense is dominant, you've got to be ready still.
Yeah.
Even though you might be standing there watching the action for minutes at a time. And
yeah, you got to be on your toes.
But you've got some veterans back there. Erin Selleck there, number 14, for one of the captains. And she's just kind of the sweeper back there that is the last line of defense in front of Balmus. And Balmus is just her second year as a goalie. She started last year for the first time and really watched her improve over the course of last season. And now she's a grizzled veteran as a junior,
yeah.
I believe. Yeah, indeed. And
but
she makes sure she's ready, and I'm sure they talk about that quite a bit.
There's McCannell. Can't get it around the MDI defense. That's a great point. Balmas is, she's long and she's very reactive. And she plays the 5 in basketball. She's got the size here at goalie to take up a lot of the net and make herself a big target.
As long as she does a good job keeping her mind in the game so she's ready when something does come along. Again, only allowed, 6 goals this season and no more than 1 in any game. So
Garrett entering the corner. She's got 3 assists this half. Looking to pick up another. And that ball corralled right in front of the box by the Trojans. Garrett with it with space. Looks to cross. There's someone there, but a great save by the MDI goalie. We'll call her Gwen Stager still. She had a Allison Stewart crossing. Did Peyton Garrett sent a beautiful ball in there. Just great anticipation by the goalkeeper for the Trojans. Let's watch that replay.
Stewart was right on it, and goalie came out and basically took it away from her.
Yeah, that
Didn't
is
allow her a chance to get any part of her body on it. So nice job there.
Great anticipation on basically what's a 50-50 ball.
It sure is. She read that well and made a nice play. And the goalies, MDI goalies have done a nice job of preventing, we wouldn't be playing now if it wasn't for some of the saves that have been made, because there's an 8-goal rule in high school soccer where if you're up by 8 anywhere inside the final 20 minutes of the second half, the game is stopped.
19 minutes away. Just going to continue here thanking our wonderful sponsors, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan on Route 1 in Hancock and at tonysfairwayauto.com. And Tim's Plumbing, where service is their specialty for all of your plumbing needs. It's Tim's Plumbing. Call 735-4969 or visit timsplumbingmaine.com. And why not the Farmer's Table for home-style cooking, just like Mom makes. It's the Farmer's Table. They are on 15 Stetson Road in Corinna. Shot from Garrett that gets saved, and the rebound goes to Ewer, but another save there from MDI to deflect it. Get it right out of there. Those are a couple of scary moments. Could have each resulted in a goal right there.
Yeah, Tessa Ewer there on the rebound of the serve by Garrett. Had a second to get an open shot, but it was quickly closed off by, I think it was number 21 for MDI. Luna Wilhelm?
Luna Wilhelm, yes. And that was for Garrett. She had her back turned, I think, when she decided to make that cross.
Yeah,
Took one dribble, turned, and fired it, and it put it right on the money.
Got that spin move. Sign of a lot of practice. Do that with a defender on you.
Stewart at midfield finds Garrett. Garrett taking her time, sends it in, looking for Ewers in the middle. Way to step up there by MDI. Stewart has it, playing it back. Hermon defense, possessing it well, sending it down the sideline. That is Ewers there, can't make the turn. Here come the Trojans, but again, 4 Hawks back before you even blink.
I know this has been up for a few minutes, but we got an official recognition from the production truck on Natalie Tardy's 100th goal.
Very impressive outing from her. Came here needing 3 goals and had all 3 before we had 30 minutes left in the game.
And that's why we got 3 exclamation points after it.
She scores again, we'll put a 4th.
Yes,
I wonder if they've got the 101 ready. Tyler Cruz here with Ernie Clark on Ticket TV for this one. Hermon up 6-0 over MDI. Clock ticking down under 17 minutes to go as I finish this sentence. This broadcast brought to you by Knowlton Automotive, a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center, family-owned and operated. Knowlton Automotive provides guaranteed service at a fair price. 3297 Broadway in Kenduskeag, or at knowltonautomotive.net. And American-made home goods. Stop by AMHG Works at 36 Springer Drive in Bangor in the Rennie's Plaza and explore our incredible selection of USA-made products. From handcrafted woodwork to homemade healthy snacks, we feature artisan goods made across all 50 states. AMHG Works, where American-made matters.
Dodgers and Brewers 1-1, bottom of the 5th. Got any thoughts on that series?
I think the Dodgers look like the better team so far. I think it just shows that they kind of almost lollygag through the regular season because they know they're going to get to the playoffs and they're talented enough. That is a great ball there. Another one from Garrett.
Oh, he called offsides.
Ewers just a touch too early breaking on that one.
Yeah, she is. Once he touched it, that's when the whistle would blow. Yeah, the Dodgers had all kinds of pitching problems during the regular season there. Pretty much the entire rotation out at one time or another. I was more surprised with Toronto coming back in Game 3 at Seattle and scoring, 13 runs.
Yeah, let's hope that they save some runs for the rest of the series, too, because Seattle has looked good, especially with the additions they made at the deadline with Josh Naylor and Eugenio Suarez. I think they were right around a wild card team before they made those trades.
Yeah, on the outside looking in just by a little bit, because they had the pitching. They didn't have the hitting, but they went out and got the hitting. They made moves at the trade deadline, which one team I can think of didn't. And there's some
Dustin May wasn't enough for you?
No. Neither was Steven Matz. I'm a Cardinals fan from my childhood, and he's a pretty good pitcher, but not enough to make the difference.
No, you watch the playoffs now, and you just realize how far away the Red Sox were from actually competing for a World Series, which should be the end goal.
Right.
Garrett checks out, and it looks like Hermon is sending in some reserves, get some experience here before they turn the page into the playoffs, gets the starters some well-needed rest. They've been working hard all year.
Yeah, both these teams have gone deep into the bench, and I think Hermon would like to get Tessa Ewer a goal maybe on senior night. She's still in there, but largely it's a lot of the younger players. Again,
I believe she is. There she is down the center. We'll see if they send her. That's McCannell looking to send her. The left foot does not get there. She gets it back, though. And no one on the weak side there for Hermon, but they will keep possession. That's Allison Stewart picking it up at about the 40-yard line. There's Ella Johnson, the sophomore. We saw her blazing speed on display late in the first half. Stewart with it. No one around. Looks for Ewers.
She had a lane to the goal herself, did the younger Stewart, Allison. But she wanted to get the ball to Tessa Ewer there.
Yeah, you could be right. That's
the traffic.
That's the new workhorse. That's the new Natalie Tardy at the beginning of the game. First it was get Tardy her 3. Now it's get Ewer on the board here.
Tessa Ewer has just 1 goal on the season, 6 assists though.
Certainly involved.
I guess when your teammates are scoring 100 apiece, there's only time for so many more goals.
You only get so many shots. Only 1 ball.
So they've scored 83 goals this season as a team. And
Tardy's got
2 of them
36 of them, yeah.
2 of them have 62.
MDI with it in the corner, looking to flip it and get it over midfield and get something on the board here before they get on the bus and head back to Bar Harbor. 13 minutes left to go in this one. Broadcast brought to you by Back Alley Bar and Grill. Hungry after the game? Swing by the Back Alley Bar and Restaurant inside Family Fun Bowling Center. The Back Alley where good times roll, so do the bowling balls. Find us at 15 Hildreth Street, Bangor, or online at backalley.restaurant.com. And RT Electrical, from new construction to remodels. RT Electrical does it all. Owner Ryan Tribune is licensed and fully insured master electrician ready to take on your residential or commercial work, plus generators, lighting, and EV chargers. Like RT Electrical on Facebook or call 694-1564 today. And Auto Radiator Services, serving the greater Bangor area for over 50 years. General maintenance, repairs, and specialty services. Like remote call starters, call 942-4554. Stop by at 568 Hammond Street in Bangor.
Because Hermon's won 6 regional titles in the last 11 years, but yet to pull off the gold ball victory. And one school of thought is, and it makes a lot of sense to me, is just the depth in Southern Maine soccer compared to Northern Maine soccer at this level. And it's just, I mean, there are so many games like this for Hermon, which is great, but it's not against a peer, really.
Yeah.
I mean, Ellsworth's been in that in certain situations. Old Town's been that in certain situations, but rarely do they get more
tests than those games
a handful
on the schedule,
of games during the schedule, right through the regional tournament.
And there's no doubt that they would compete in a Southern Maine league, but they would be playing a lot more games that look like 2-1, that look like 3-0, 1-0.
And there's a pressure issue there. There's just a quality of defense that you have to score against. I mean, it's just difficult there, and they haven't been able to crack through yet. And not so much against Hermon, but it hardens the team that comes out of the South, knowing that they had to go through a gauntlet of all very good teams to claim the regional championship.
Yeah, and when you get to be a senior at Hermon, you've likely played in quite a few regional championships and won a couple, and you got to think that it's just something missing at the end of the year.
Yeah, you have played. an extra 4 or 5 games a year in terms of regular season and regional tournament, but it's just, it's and I'm not trying to make excuses for Hermon necessarily, but it's just too bad they don't get more very competitive games.
Here's a senior making a run on senior night. That's the defender, Erin Selleck, carrying it all the way to the 30. She's still in.
Like
Allison
to see her
Stewart.
Get one maybe, but she's going to go back on defense.
There she is.
Preserve the shutout.
Could have been a chance there for Tessa Ewer, but just a little too much on that in front of her.
Yeah, the fans, I think, want Erin just to take it all the way.
They did get pretty excited.
She's done a nice job on defense. She's just a vision of stability back there for the Hawks.
Just about 10 minutes to go here. Mainstay Skincare. Want to look and feel your best at Mainstay Skincare. Dr. Shannon Allen blends medical precision with an artistic touch, helping you achieve natural, lasting results. Visit 12 Schumann Ave, Suite 7 in Augusta, or online at mainstayskincare.com. Mainstay Skincare. The science of beauty is perfected. And Hildreth Street Auto. Looking for trucks or heavy equipment. Hildreth Street Auto and Equipment. And here's a chance here. I'll finish the read in a second. Hildreth Street Auto and Equipment, located at 2209 Route 2, is your one-stop shop. From skid steers to bulldozers to dump trucks and excavators. Buy, rent, or consign with confidence. Call 951-1514 or visit hildrethstreetauto.com today.
Allison Stewart did some good work there. Finally kicked it over the end line after she charged in on goal, but defensive MDI rising to the occasion on that instance.
And for the 6 goals that Hermon put up, they've had a lot of chances that MDI defense has really stepped up and made a stop on.
Yeah, shots on goal for Hermon, 25 unofficially here tonight, which is a pretty good number.
Looks like Garrett has checked back into the game. They got the assist demon out there to try and set up for seniors with some goals. We'll send you off to a quick picture-in-picture break right now, our last one of the broadcast. We will be right back in just about 1 minute.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
My name's Mia, and McDonald's is helping me earn my degree. Through Archways to Opportunity, I can work and take college classes while receiving help with tuition payments. It's more than a job, it's my future. Apply today.
So much fun.
Welcome back into Pottle Field here on Ticket TV. Tyler Cruz here with Ernie Clark. Hermon Hawks leading the MDI Trojans 6-0, under 8 minutes to go. Peyton Garrett with a shot on goal and a save made by MDI. Garrett in the box that time when she pulled that one. That's a rarity for her. This broadcast brought to you by Maniac Sniff and Snack. Burgers for you, biscuits for Bowser. Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack, because best friends snack together. Find both in Levant and on Facebook. Tasty treats for humans and hounds. And Sweet Frog, from Friday Night Lights to the roar of the soccer crowd. Sweet Frog is your go-to game day treat. Stop by 878B Stillwater Avenue in Bangor and pile on the fun with froyo and ice cream and all of your favorite toppings. Sweet Frog, where sports and sweets always win.
Yeah, Tessa Ewer and Peyton Garrett in the striker positions now, as Garrett spent most of the evening in the midfield area.
Try and get some goals for their seniors here with 6:30 left on the clock. Rain still coming down here at Pottle Field, but that Hermon crowd still hasn't left.
No, it's just a smattering of umbrellas, but most people are just toughing it out.
Nobody beats the traffic up here.
No.
Throw in here from Hermon at about the 20. That goes to Garrett on the outside, makes the turn. See what she does with it. Draws the defender in, gets into the box, fires the left, and that one is to the outside of the net. She had a nice opening, a nice chance, just too far to the outside there with the left foot from the sophomore, Peyton Garrett.
Yeah, Stager there. Goalie had that near post covered pretty well there.
Yeah, it would have been a tough angle to get to the far post from where Garrett was in the box there. Goal kick here for MDI. They play it safe, keep it on the ground. And that's going to end up as a Hermon throw-in at right about the 20. Just misplayed there by the Trojans. We're brought to you by Union Street Towing. For over 40 years, Union Street Towing has been serving the greater Bangor area. They feature tow trucks, flatbed towing, recovery services, and roadside services, such as lockouts and jump starts. Fully licensed and insured. Call Union Street Towing, 942-4200.
Great. Got the ball down in the left corner and kicked it behind the net this time.
Still aggressive, that Hermon offense, though, but got the seniors out.
Yeah, these all good minutes. It'll be the bulk of next year's team.
Ewers back out. That's going to find Garrett at the top of the post. Just cannot handle it. And MDI going to take it the other way. Helena Savage looks to clear it. That's going to go up the sideline, but Hermon will get it back. Send it down, and a little bit of a volley here, but looks like Hermon will retain and look to go on another push. MDI sending it. Nice job there by the freshman Lily Collins. She is sending Helena Savage, but a little too much as Bomas will pick it up on the near side of the net.
Trying to give Hermon a dose of its own medicine there, but the ball too far in front, and good read by Bomas to go out and get it comfortably ahead of the on-rushing Trojan.
Yeah, good play by Lily Collins to win the battle, get it in the center, and send her teammate, but just a little too much on that. Hermon defense swallowing that up. We're brought to you by Bucksport Hannaford. Support your local student athletes this fall with Hannaford Bucksport. We were proud to cheer on our community's teams and help make their season a success. Hannaford proud to be part of our community, and Mainly Audio is your car still living in the 1990s. Upgrade to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with Mainly Auto. Visit us at 191 Beachland Road in Ellsworth or call 667-9777 because your car deserves a smart upgrade, not just fuzzy dice. I'm going to take offense with whoever wrote that ad. My car's a 2018. I don't have any of those things.
No fuzzy dice for you?
I do have the fuzzy dice, or at least I can just steal them from my girlfriend's car whenever I want. But none of
she's got fuzzy dice.
She's got all the fuzzy dice. She's got all the bells and whistles in her
the
ride.
accoutrements of Maine driving. You got to have a pine tree and a fuzzy dice.
I just have a bumper sticker that says "Oh Yut" with a T at the end.
I'd have no bumper stickers on mine.
Hermon down the near sideline. It's Ella Johnson looking for Garrett. Nice play there from the MDI defense. She had Garrett open. If she was able to get that through, that would have been a great opportunity. Winding down here, 2:45 left. Our presentation brought to you by Bangor Mall Cinemas, Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater. For over 40 years, Bangor Mall Cinemas features luxury recliners and an upgraded food menu. Find showtimes and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. .233 left. Looks like Hermon is going to pick up their 13th win, move to a perfect 13-0 here with one game left. That'll be at Old Town. Always a fun match between those two teams. Garrett looking to send it up for one more, but good defense there by MDI. There's Garrett right there. Just too much with the left foot, taking it on the run.
What a cannon.
My apologies. That was McCannell with that first pass there, but Garrett able to get it wide open and just
an absolute blast.
Fires it a little too much. They could use her on the football team.
Yeah. Well, they got a pretty good freshman kicker on the football team.
They do have a very good football team, too. Not like they need to go out recruiting.
Ethan Garner. I think his brother plays goalie for the boys' soccer team. Kicked a field goal a week or two ago that we saw on Ticket TV.
It's another team that isn't afraid to get their freshmen out there in big positions. Kyle Gallant and the Hermon Hawks.
No, I mean, it's you gotta give them experience in testing situations, and you can see where it's paying off with both these teams that we're speaking of. You have the football and the girls soccer team, and just the programs too, well established.
Just over a minute left here. Going to be a Hermon throw. We were brought to you by Novus Auto Glass. Call Novus Auto Glass today at 945-6688 to get your windshield repaired or replaced. And Bangor Window, Shade, and Drapery offering custom blinds, shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings. Bangor Window Shade, 105 Main Street in Bangor.
Guess who?
Garrett went a little bit wide. A little bit too much on that
She
left
actually
foot.
could have dropped it off to Tessa Ewer, I think, maybe in that situation, but she wants to get hers too. So Tessa Stewart was right beside her, and there was no defender between them, so she had a lane to the goal. But
she's got enough assists today.
She turned around and said, I've got enough assists to put one in the back of the net here.
Here's Erin Selleck, the senior, getting one more rush, one more cheer
going.
from the crowd. She's breaking through the
she's got a
defense.
chance.
Fires the right, and she's got a wide open Tessa Ewer, the senior to the senior, with 15 seconds left on the clock in their last regular season game at Pottle Field. That was a great play all around by the senior defense, who usually doesn't find herself in the goalie box, making a great cross pass there to her teammate and classmate. And what a shot from Ewer to capitalize.
Selleck was going all the way. Didn't have an angle for the shot, but she certainly had an angle for the cross. And Tessa Ewer with her second goal of the season.
And where she was on that, all of the eyes were on Selleck right there, and she made that pass, and it was very easy for Ewer when she got that on her foot.
Yeah, indeed.
6 seconds left here as Hermon looks to just wind this clock down to a win. And they do, and the Hawks move to 13-0 in Class B North in the regular season. One game left to cap off the perfect regular season, and what a night it was. 3 goals each from Madison Stewart and Natalie Tardy. Tardy reaching her 100th goal, and this was a great showing from the Hermon Hawks.
Oh, absolutely. That was very impressive. You saw the stars come out, 3 goals apiece. Peyton Garrett in the middle of the field, just kind of dominating things with the left foot, left leg, and then you get a couple of the other seniors involved in the points in the final 15 seconds or so, with Erin Selleck, who's done such a great job all season long kind of anchoring that defense. Picks up her 3rd assist of the year, and Tessa Stewart gets on the board for a second time with a goal to go with her 6 assists. And so all 7 goals scored by seniors.
Yeah, and that's how you cap off senior night. That's how you do senior night here at Pottle Field. We'll send you off to one more quick break, and then we'll be back with the post-game show before we wrap things up and say goodbye until tomorrow night.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Nothing runs like a Deere.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia. You'll do better at Darling's.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Welcome back into Pottle Field on Ticket TV. Tyler Cruz here with Ernie Clark. Just wrapping up was the Hermon Hawks on the MDI Trojans. Hermon winning 7-0 to remain unbeaten, and what a night it was, Ernie. This broadcast brought to you by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers and Bangor and Ellsworth, because nothing runs like a Deere. And Next Home Experience. Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Ernie, we saw 2 hat tricks, we saw a 100th goal score, and we saw on the MDI side a lot of impressive saves tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it was 7-0, but it could have been much more than that. That was the effectiveness of the Hermon offense to create opportunities against MDI. But as it was, 7 goals, all of them quality, no cheapies in the bunch, and all scored by seniors. We had the hat tricks from Natalie Tardy and Madison Stewart, and then in the final seconds, the senior sweeper brings it up the field and makes a cross to a classmate from the class of 2026, Tessa Ewer, who knocks in her 2nd goal of the season, and that made it 7-0. So how much better can it be for the Hawks to have 7-0 victory and all the goals scored by members of the senior class?
Yeah, and a fun goal with like 30 seconds left for 2 people that probably haven't found themselves too involved so far this season. Great senior night for the Hermon Hawks and their fans. Our post-game show is brought to you by McDonald's. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer to find offers you won't want to miss. Without further ado, Ernie, we will go through some post-game highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience, and we'll roll those. Starting in the first half, Hermon was just peppering the MDI goalie early on, but that was Stagers making a ton of save after save. Gwen Stager, the junior, keeping her team in the game until Hermon able to break through a couple minutes in.
There's 2. Natalie Towdy had 4 shots on goal in like the first 5 minutes as the Hermon was setting it up. There's Peyton Garrett just wide from deep, and here she is again. Again, that left leg, such a weapon, and Stager stopping it inside the near post. And finally, Tardy gets goal number 100 for her career. What a nice move. And here she comes again, that time off the crossbar. Had some open space. Tonight. Here's Madison Stewart already with 105 coming into the play tonight with 1 there. Nice cross there, just a little bit too high. Corner kick by Tardy. And there is Stewart. Deflects the ball, but Stager right there. She had another save. She had 14 saves in the first half alone. Corner kick. Peyton Garrett that time knocks it down, but gets stopped again. Here comes Madison Stewart.
It's her 2nd goal of the game, firing the left foot.
3-0 at halftime. And there is Tardy with her 2nd one. And the play looks kind of similar. Well, it is, except this time it stopped.
And here's the winner. That is the 100th goal for Natalie Tardy off her left foot. Played it perfectly off the bounce, fired it right over the MDI goalie, and able to get herself in the history books.
34:54 left in the second half when that 100th goal came. Corner kick by Garrett. And it's goal there by Stewart, I believe.
Yes, that was Stewart's last of the game, and then Hermon really just started firing at the net with Peyton Garrett, with Ewers, with a lot of other players other than Stewart and Tardy once that 6th goal.
And here's Erin Selleck coming in. Gets a little bit too sharp of an angle for the shot on goal herself, but crossed it. And there's Tessa Ewert inside the far post with the one-time senior-on-senior offense there, and the Hawks cap it off with a 7-0 win.
Yeah, those highlights presented by Darlings. Darlings in Bangor, as you covered, for sales and service. Shop new Ford, Volkswagen, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models of all makes, used or new. Visit darlings.com. Ernie, I saw you keeping some stats for that game. What do you have for us for the game recap here presented by Unos?
Yeah, just an old habit, I guess. Shots on goal for the game, Hermon 27, MDI 2. Saves were 14 and 6 is 20 for MDI and 2 for Hermon. Corner kicks were 10 for Hermon and none for MDI. We mentioned 3 goals apiece for Natalie Tardy, Madison Stewart, 1 goal for Tessa Ewert. Ewer. Assists 3 for Peyton Garrett and 1 for Aaron Selleck. The final score, once again, is the Hermon Hawks 7 and the MDI Trojans 0.
Moving along in the post-game show here, we hinted at it a bit, but let's go and show you our play of the game presented by Quirk Auto, and that's going to take us back to early in the second half with Natalie Tardy. Goal ball from Peyton Garrett. 2 Hawks there, but Natalie Tardy, she says, I'm 1 goal away from 100. I'm going to take this one. A little pooch kick with the left right into the back right corner of the net.
Goalie comes out to try to try to get to the ball, first of all, and then try to block the angle, but finally Tardy gets there first and be able to pop it over the top for goal number 100 of the season and 38 of the season. 38 of the season, 100 for the career.
And that ball going on the mantle. We'll keep it right there with our player of the game, brought to you by Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor. And our player of the game is Natalie Tardy. Hat trick, 100th goal. They were feeding her early. She had a lot of great chances early on in this first half, able to connect on the 3 that she needed before she left the building tonight.
And that was Stager that played the entire game for MDI in goal. Did a nice job. She's not going to be happy. I mean, she gave up 7, but really didn't have much of a chance on any of those shots. It just Hermon's offense creates tremendous scoring opportunities for its standouts. As a result, they've got 2 of them with over 100 goals on the 100 goals on the season. One of them at 100 at this point, but her Tardy and Madison Stewart both in triple digits for their careers.
And it did seem like the ones that she did have a shot at stopping, she was able to make a stop on and get to. She was impressive. Just a couple more orders of business here. We're brought to you by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. We'll take a look at our upcoming live events here on 92.9 The Ticket. Right now we have the ALCS Game 4 Blue Jays at Mariners going on, and the Brewers at Dodgers as well. NLCS Game 3 tomorrow. Maine Hockey takes on Quinnipiac, their first top 10 matchup of the season. Pregame starts at 6:30. They are in Hamden, Connecticut, and then at 3:30 on Saturday, you will hear Game 2 of that weekend series, and joining after that game will be Brewers at Dodgers, if necessary, for the NLCS Game 5. Our broadcast schedule, I believe that was here's our broadcast schedule for Ticket TV. Old Town at Brewer football tomorrow at 6 from historic Doyle Field, and we're keeping some of the equipment right here at Pottle Field when the Nokomis Warriors come to take on Kyle Gallant and the Hawks at 7 o'clock. And on Tuesday, Brewer heads across the river to take on Bangor in that classic girls soccer rivalry before we make way to our Ticket TV postseason schedule.
Yeah, it's interesting games there. Nokomis 4-2 on the football side. Strong running game led by Seth Bowden. They'll give Hermon a contest as the Hawks have a challenging schedule to wind up the season with Nokomis and then Levitt to close out the season. Levitt, a perennial power, coming off a big win last week over Gardner, knocked Gardner from the undefeated ranks. But Hawks looking for their a second straight conference title. Don't know how they do that. Don't know how that works out with if they do go undefeated. If Greeley also goes undefeated because they don't play each other, but. Worry about that. The Hawks just want to keep winning because they've got some gold ball ambitions in mind, much like the girls soccer team that we saw tonight have.
Yeah, another team that just reloads, does not rebuild. One more thing to do tonight, and that is credit our awesome broadcast team. I'm Tyler Cruz, your play-by-play here alongside Ernie Clark, camera operators RJ Novio, Max Pottle, the jack of all trades, our director, producer, and making all the graphics, and another jack of all trades, Matt Cunha, the scoreboard operator and our assistant director of the Ticket TV crew. And that'll do it here from Pottle Field. Hermon Hawks with a 7-0 victory over the MDI Trojans. We will be with you tomorrow night for some football. Have a great night, everybody.
High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Bucksport Hannaford, Mainly Audio, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Down East Toyota, Husson University, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. High school sports on Ticket TV is a production of Sportsnet Maine and Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.